Welcome to another edition of Mr. Walker's podcast with your host, Mr. Walker. Clap it up. Clap it up. Alright, we back. We are back. Air Max 95. If you don't have a pair, you need to get you a pair. This sneaker is as classic as an Air Force One, high top or low top. You know what I'm saying? You have to have a pair. If you are from New York City, you have to have a pair. Not even, you know what? I take that back. If you're a sneaker head person, whatever, you're in the sneakers, you need to have you a pair of Air Max 95s in your closet at all times. Decent looking, not beat to the floor. A nice gray sweatsuit. Ladies, gents, if you're running your errands for the day, this with a nice gray sweatsuit and a Yankee hat if you're from New York or whatever. The classic joint, the blue shit. Don't mind the fact that this sneaker doesn't have blue in it. You represent where you're from. New Yorkers, gray sweatsuit, Air Max 95s. You running errands for the day. Yeah, that's it. That's it right there. That's it. Yeah. Bandit wear hat, you know, my usual thing. You know what I mean? Not usual, but I need to get more gear from them. Even though that's family. He hasn't sent any new gear in yet, as of yet. But I'm sure he will soon. But, yeah. We back. You know, I got a topic. I got a few topics, actually. I got a few topics, but tonight I want to start with fishing in your own pond. You know, dating or trying to date out of your league. Yeah. And a lot of times, that initial encounter or bait that you might be casting on your rod is on social media. What you see on social media, it's not always the truth. You know, people present who they want you to be on social media. I mean, we've all seen it, and we all know of people that be fronting like a motherfucker on social media and that are broke, live home with their mama, don't have a job, pose in front of their man's car with their man's money. Yeah. And a chick that might have taken a trip 2 years ago, she took so many pictures that she's reposting, right? A year or two later, acting as if she went back, you know, one of those trips that her girlfriends might have helped her pay for. You know, that is, listen. It happens, but we tend to, people, I'm not even gonna say men, women do as well. You date out of your league, and it's all right to strive and want more, right? You're tired of dating the local, quote unquote, hustler from the neighborhood, right? So why not venture out? You know, when I got my first car, I stopped like being local. And I'm sure everybody can identify with that. When you got your first car, you was like, man, fuck this. I'm out of the town. You said to yourself, I'm getting the fuck up out of here. I'm gonna see the world. Yeah. And you know, you was like, yo, I'm gonna go meet guys or different type of women in different boroughs or different states. Man, and I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. Especially when you have done certain things with certain people in your neighborhood or close to your neighborhood, and you're past that. Whatever your number may read, whether it's 2 or 22, he's like, yo, once I get a car, and I don't think, like, as a young man, I never said to myself, like, when I get a car, I'm up out of here. It just so happened that way, because now you can get up and go, right? You don't have to wait for your mom or your pops to bring the car home or your friends to come around for you to go to a store. Or go to another store that's beyond, the radius of where you might live. And that's when you begin to meet other people. You might have a conversation online, at a light, stop and get a slice of pizza, whatever the case may be, in your journeys. You know what I mean? In your journey, yeah, it happens. It happens. But the social media thing, let me get this off my chest. Let me get this off my chest. I think a lot of people think that because you like a bunch of pictures that you like them. That's not always the case. I might like the background. I might like your outfit. I might even like the way you look in certain pictures, right? But that doesn't necessarily mean I like you, goofy. But I understand. Some people are part of the goof troop. So I dig it. You took me liking some of your pictures. That's me liking you. No, there's no connection there. See, I know the truth. I know that social media is smoke and mirrors. Yeah, it is. A lot of the people that may seem like they have it together or they have money or whatever on social media are fucking liars. Yeah. On social media, that man looks like he loves his woman, but he beats the shit out of her every chance he gets. And that's a fact. God bless her. Inshallah. But listen. Look. Don't get fooled. Social media is a motherfucker. A lot of people on social media present their best self. Like, they're gonna show you. They're not gonna show you those monthly bills that they're late on. They're gonna show you that car that they just bought, the new edition, whatever, 2000 and whatever. Yeah. They're gonna show you lobster tails, shrimp, surf and turf. Pop it. They're not gonna tell you that, it's a voucher that they got and the meal is 60% off. But they gonna show you dipping that thing in that lobster butter sauce, dripping. Yeah. She gonna get up, she gonna do walkaways from the table, show you that fatto ass that she don't know how to wipe because nobody ever taught her how to wipe it the correct way. Yeah. Mama, why you think your vagina is hurting every other week? Because you wiping the wrong way. It's a fact. Yeah, it's burning, huh? It's burning? Yeah, you wiping it the wrong way, mama. Nobody ever taught you? Ja. But that ass fat. And you presenting it to the world. But you ain't telling people that you gotta take a shot. You gotta take a pill. Or you don't know how to wipe that ass the right way. That's the thing. Like, it's a lot of grown women out there that don't know how to wipe their ass. But you seen that ass on Facebook or Instagram or whatever, social media, whatever. And you said you couldn't wait. So you flashed a couple dollars. Yeah, the big bait. You know, you put a 50 pack on Instagram. And she bit. Yeah. You sent a message. Yo, where you from? I want to fly you out. Yeah, let's go on a shopping spree. I got 50. She don't know that you just did some scamming shit and you caught a 50 pack. But your sucker ass want to blow it all on her. An Instagram girl. Yeah. Yeah, that's a fact. Like, you know, you ready to blow a whole 50 pack of scamming on a joint from out of state because she got a wagon. And then when that thing get there, her coot smell like her ass. I'm just saying, you know, it happens. But don't, like I was saying, don't ever get fooled. You shouldn't take social media that serious. I mean, if you have the luxury of meeting someone, right? Or friend requesting someone, right? And then you meet them after. Y'all see each other in the street somewhere. And, you know, she is who she looks like she did in the social media page. And y'all vibe and, you know, you have a short conversation. You might go get a cup of coffee or something like that. And she's cool, then so be it. Like, that happens as well. Yeah, that happens. I had a few joints like that in my years where I sent a friend request and I seen them, you know, roaming through the streets. And I stepped to. And, yeah, we had a bite to eat and it was cool. Yeah, it was cool. Things like that happen as well. You know, it's possible. But what about meeting that person and not being ready for them? Right? What if you are presenting your best self to a person, right? And you finally get up with them and they are exactly who they presented on social media. And you realize, like, I'm not ready for this person. Do you then back out? Because, you know, a lot of people have a hard time doing that. And I mentioned this on another show before. Like, it was somebody that I dated and I wasn't ready for shorty. And it wasn't that I wasn't ready for as far as like the financial part, right? It was more like I had to clear up some things from my past, a woman, in a situation where I would, every once in a while, I felt like if I could go back and fuck, I would. So I had to be done with that in order to move forward. And it's true, like conversations and fucking, or even hanging out. It doesn't necessarily mean like, it didn't necessarily mean fucking. No, because I can't say that. Like hanging out with shorty, talking to her, things like that. I was like, yo, I gotta be done with this to move forward. You know, but that's maturity as well. A lot of people can't, you know, especially men. I can't speak for women. But in order for you to move forward with someone, you gotta let all the shit in the past, you gotta let that shit go, bro. You gotta let it go, bro. And that's the truth. Like, you'll never, ever, ever be able to move forward comfortably unless you let all the other shit in the past go. It's the truth. Let me ask you people this. Do you think you can find love through social media? Question. Are people only as faithful as their options? That's real shit. A guy that gets vagina thrown at him could he be that faithful? Yeah. Me personally, I feel like yes, we can. Or yes, I can. When you get a certain age, you realize that the best sex is with emotion. It is. The best sex is with love. You loving this person. Or having some sort of like deep feelings towards this person. I think every young man needs to experience life before he or she, I said he, every young man, but every young woman, every young person needs to experience life before settling down. I'm not saying be a whore, but just see what's out there, explore the world, right? Shit, I'm gonna even say, you date as much as you possibly can. Dating doesn't mean having sex with everyone. It does not mean that. You go on dates, as many as you possibly can, and get a feel for what's out in the world, right? Have different conversations with different race of people, right? I'm gonna say date outside your race. Fuck it. See what's out there. Cause I feel like a lot of women want someone that is similar to their daddy. Especially women that were raised with their dad. Yeah. When it comes to social media, is it okay to like pictures from the opposite sex? Just asking. Is it? Is that a form of cheating? Well, let me tell you this. And fellas, you might be upset with me. You might be. It might be. To a certain degree, it's disrespectful. It is. And I'm just keeping 110. Liking women's pictures on social media is a little disrespectful. I'm sorry, guys. Especially when you're in a relationship. It's a little disrespectful. You don't actually have to hit the fucking like button. You don't actually have to hit the heart. You don't. Or the thumbs up. You don't. You can look and keep it pushing. Right? Looking is as equivalent to you being out with your lady and you see something bad and you take a quick peek and you move on. Yeah. But liking a photo is staring more than 5 seconds. It's a fact. Now let's keep it 110. I don't think women would care if you liked a photo of another woman on social media if she looked like shit. Yeah. If she has potential or she's a pretty girl that's reachable, that you can actually get to, that's in the same state that you reside in, right? Or a town over, that's when a woman would have a problem. But if it's Beyonce, Nia Long, Kim Kardashian, I don't think your girl will have a problem with you liking those pictures all day long. But let it be Tiffany from a town over or in the same state. You got a problem, champ. Trust me. You got a problem. You will have one. And in a sense, it is kind of disrespectful to your lady. Because they will then begin to ask, like, what is it about her that you like? But that will cause some sort of like dialogue between you and your woman. Something that you probably asked of her for some time, right? Shorty looks like this, while the woman that you would looks like this. Yeah. This woman in the pictures that I'm liking, she's in the gym. Her shit is toned up. Her shit is right. Hourglass. Yeah. While wifey is looking like a 2-liter bottle of Coca-Cola. And you afraid to tell her. So now she goes on Instagram and she looks at every picture that you might have liked. And the women that you've liked on social media don't look like her. Should you have had that conversation already prior to? And if you did, would that have made it worse that she now sees every woman that you've liked on social media that doesn't look like her? I'm just saying. What type of conversation are you willing to have based on what you like off of social media versus real life? Because you know social media isn't real. It's not. It's a lot of goofies on there. Like I said earlier in this podcast, just because I like your picture doesn't mean I like you. I don't feel anything between us. I like the background. I like your outfit. That would probably look good on my chick. But it doesn't necessarily mean I want to get with you. Check your inbox. Did I send anything? I thought something might have been there. Made you think that. Listen, hey. I can assume, right? That you thought because I sent you an inbox, which I didn't, that I liked you. Because I like 5 pictures in a row and every picture says a minute. Child, that doesn't mean I want to be inside of you or I want us to date. It doesn't mean that. Get a grip, goofy. Yeah, you a goofy. You part of the goof troop. I know you're kind. But again, like I said, men, I'm sorry. Liking women's pictures on social media is a form of disrespect. It is. You gotta know who you're dating, right? You gotta know that she won't stand for certain shit. And somewhat, you might have to cater to a lot. I don't even want to say a lot. You gotta cater to her needs. You know your woman better than anybody. You know that she might be a jealous psychopath, right? But you're dating her. You had a baby with her. You knew that she was a psychopath when you started fucking with her. You knew that she was a psychopath when you started messing with her. But you decided to go ahead anyway, because she had a wagon. Couple months into it, or a year into it, 2 years into it, you got her knocked up. You got her pregnant. You got to spend the rest of your life with the psychopath. But you knew who she was prior to. But you let the penis talk for you. It's a fact. Yeah, that happens. That happens all the time. But don't ever get back to what I was saying. Don't get gas from social media. Guys, don't ever get gas off of social media. These women, they might look good. Ladies, these men might look good. But social media is a fantasy. It's Fantasy Island. Child. The plane. America? Come back. I'm sorry. Christmas is here, right? Christmas is fucking here. By the time this show airs, it'll be Christmas. Yeah. I'm expecting gifts. If you give me a corny gift this year, I'm giving it back. Yes, I'm giving it back. Fuck corny gifts. You know better. Black motherfuckers. So with that being said, we gonna close out the show. Air Max 95, Bandyware. You know what I do, I kills. We are rolling, bitches. Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.